If you've ever heard her say these phrases, don't brush them off. They sound harmless, but trust me, they're red flags. And if you catch the seventh one, it might already be too late. Before we dive in, if you find this information helpful, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment sharing your thoughts. And make sure you stay until phrase number 7, because it's the one even women don't realize gives them away. Phrase 1. He's just a friend. This is a classic. It's one of the oldest and most overused lines in the book, and that's exactly why it works so well. You'll hear it most often when a new male presence has entered her orbit, or when you finally speak up about discomfort with an existing friend who's been lingering in the background. The moment you raise a red flag, the phrase comes out like clockwork. He's just a friend. Why it's suspicious. On the surface, it sounds simple and reassuring, but that's the whole point. This phrase is designed for instant deflection. It's a verbal shield, meant to shut down your doubts before they even have a chance to take root. It closes the conversation in a single stroke, making any further questions feel like you're prying, paranoid, or pushing boundaries you shouldn't cross. The effect is powerful. Suddenly, the topic is no longer about him, it's about you and your supposed problem with trust. This statement isn't random. It's carefully crafted to make you feel guilty for even raising the question in the first place. By framing the other man as just a friend, she subtly implies that your suspicion is irrational, rooted in jealousy, or a lack of confidence in her loyalty. Nobody wants to be labelled insecure or controlling, so the moment she plays this card, most men back down. That's what makes it so effective. It doesn't just dismiss your concern, it plants doubt in your own mind about whether you're the unreasonable one. Why this matters. The line, "He's just a friend," might sound harmless, but in reality, it's one of the most manipulative tools in the playbook. It doesn't prove innocence. It only silences suspicion. And the more it's used, the harder it becomes for you to recognize your own instincts as valid. In the end, it's not just about her friendship with another man. It's about eroding your ability to trust yourself. And that, more than anything, is what makes it so dangerous. Phrase 2. You're overthinking. This phrase might seem innocent on the surface, a simple way to reassure you, but it's actually a subtle manipulation. How it works. Instead of addressing your concern directly, this phrase flips the suspicion back onto you. She's not saying there's nothing to worry about. She's saying your worrying is the problem. The psychology. This is a classic minimization tactic. It's designed to make your gut instincts feel irrational or exaggerated. She's counting on you doubting yourself and your ability to accurately assess the situation. By telling you you're overthinking, she attempts to discredit your feelings and perceptions, making you question your own sanity rather than her actions. She wants you to dismiss your intuition, which is often your best defense. The truth, if your gut is telling you something is off, it's rarely overthinking. It's your subconscious picking up on subtle cues that your conscious mind might not have fully processed yet. She's relying on your self-doubt to keep you from digging deeper. Phrase 3. I just need some space. On the surface, everyone needs personal space sometimes. This phrase can sound perfectly reasonable, a plea for understanding. Why it's suspicious. While genuine requests for space are valid, this phrase often becomes a cover for emotional distance that has already been created or is being created by someone else. When a partner suddenly needs more space without a clear explanation or a specific reason, like stress from work or a family issue, it can signify that someone else is already filling that void. The manipulation. She might reframe her withdrawal as your fault for not giving her enough room. She might say things like, I feel suffocated, or you're always on top of me, making you believe her need for distance is a result of your behavior, rather than a consequence of her own actions or involvement with another person. This shifts the blame and makes you responsible for her emotional state. Phrase 4. I'm just busy. We all have busy periods, but the vagueness surrounding this phrase can be a significant red flag. Why it's suspicious. Think about how she used to communicate about being busy. Did she once share details, names of colleagues, specific projects, meeting times, or even the type of workload? If she's now only offering the generic, "I'm just busy," without any specifics, that's a breadcrumb leading away from transparency. It indicates a sudden unwillingness to share the details of her day. The psychological trick. This phrase offers plausible deniability. Busy is a catch-all that's almost impossible to check. There's nothing specific for you to verify, no names to look up, no events to confirm. This vagueness allows her to create unmonitored time and space, providing a perfect cover for activities she doesn't want you to know about. It keeps you in the dark without giving you any concrete information to act upon. Phrase 5. Why don't you trust me? This seems like an innocent question, perhaps even a defensive assertion of her loyalty, but it's anything but innocent. The reality. This phrase is a masterstroke in flipping the script. Instead of her defending her actions or providing reassurance, the focus immediately shifts to your lack of trust. Suddenly, you're the villain for even asking a question or voicing a concern. You're put on the defensive, forced to justify your feelings, while she evades accountability. The psychology. This is a powerful projection of guilt onto you. She knows she's doing something that warrants distrust, so she preemptively attacks your trust. By making you feel bad for your suspicion, she hopes you'll back down and internalize the idea that your distrust is the problem, not her behavior. It's a guilt trip designed to shut down your inquiries and make you feel ashamed for having them. Phrase 6. It's just work. Work is a universally accepted commitment, making it an incredibly convenient and common excuse for all sorts of suspicious behavior. How it's used. This phrase is used to excuse late nights, unexpected weekend outings, or vague references to new colleagues or clients you've never heard about. It can cover extended hours, last-minute travel, or even just long periods of being unreachable. Why it works. Work is the easiest cover because everyone respects it and few people question it. It's considered a legitimate and unavoidable part of adult life. Your partner knows you're less likely to scrutinize something deemed a professional obligation, giving her ample opportunity for illicit activities under this guise. The subtle giveaway. The key giveaway here is defensiveness when you ask for specifics. If you inquire about the names of these new colleagues, what project is keeping her late, or details about the networking event, she becomes evasive or outright angry. Her defensiveness signals that the work excuse is a facade for something else she doesn't want you to discover. Phrase 7. You deserve someone better. The big reveal. This is the most devastating phrase, and it's a subconscious slip that reveals a painful truth. It doesn't come from a place of selflessness, it comes from a place of deep-seated guilt. Why it's so telling. When she says this, her mind is already rehearsing an exit from the relationship. This phrase isn't about your deserving. It's about her knowing she's already compromised the relationship and is preparing for its end. She's acknowledging a fundamental imbalance or wrong that she is responsible for. The truth. This is her subconscious way of softening the blow before you inevitably discover the reality of her actions. She's priming you for the eventual breakup or revelation, framing it as if she's doing you a favor by acknowledging your worth. In reality, it's her guilt surfacing, and she's trying to mitigate her own responsibility by framing the impending outcome as your benefit. If you hear this, understand that her mind has already moved on, and she's likely already deeply involved with someone else, or is on the verge of confessing. If this video helped you, please like it, subscribe for more insights, and share it with someone who might need to hear this.